What were you doing before you came to ISUS?
Not going to school.
Okay, not going regularly or not going
Not at all.
I used to skip school and get in trouble. I got expelled from Colonel White.
I was always in trouble over there. So
What was your attendance like?
it wasn't very good.
I used to be bad, cracking on people, getting kicked out of class and getting suspended every day. Like when I come back for suspension, I get suspended again. Staying at home, out with my friends. Nothing productive anyway.
I was one of these kids. So if I think back a million years, then I remember all the things I disliked about school, what went wrong for me. And a good deal of those still apply to these kids. And then you add their other kinds of things. You listen to them. They'll tell you. They tell you what they need, and then if you're smart, you create a program that gives them most of that.
Well, I came to ISUS because I knew even if you came up in the wrong hand, like drug money, it'll just backfire in your face. So I had to have something honest.
I like coming to school now that I came to ISIS.
If I wasn't to ISIS, I'd probably be in jail by now.
Not only do we get them to go to school, but we get them to go to school and earn a credential that no school offered them before. And it's a career credential that the industry and business say they value. So a high school dropout, the best they could do is get a GED before ISIS. At ISIS, they can get a high school diploma.
Young people who others have really given up on are being given a second chance.
We do things for the public good, but we strategize as an entrepreneur would. We like to get return on investment, whether it's human investment, the kids we work with, or the neighborhoods we work in, or the projects we do.
Nobody has really done it quite this way. A lot of groups have done some wonderful things for their communities, but very few of them have utilized the opportunity to take at-risk youth and be able to work with them and help them learn in a safe environment. There's zero tolerance for drugs, there's zero tolerance for fighting, no bullying is allowed. This is a place where students will come, often from other schools where they do not feel secure and safe.
Academically, our students range from reading at the first grade to reading at the college level. And the same thing's true in math, and those are the two academic assessments we do. And so we have to figure out how to teach kids who happen to have in common that they're between the ages of 16 and 21. How to teach them skills and organize that in a way so that that teacher can move forward with them and everybody can grow.
Ann's one of the more visionary type people that I've ever met. Most of us, deal with symptoms rather than what the real problem is. And when it comes to like the neighborhood development, common sense, tells you from an economic standpoint, start small, do a little here, a little there, and then her approach is that really wouldn't work and wouldn't make any difference anyways.
And once these neighborhoods start improving, there's a momentum that starts. And that's what's been going on here in this neighborhood. There's been a number of houses that have been constructed by these students, and this momentum just keeps growing and growing and goes from one neighborhood to the other neighborhood, and the Dayton community has really benefited from the work of these students.
Learning many of the careers is like learning to swim. You can't learn to swim standing on the side of the pool. So you can't learn construction without doing construction. You can't learn computer technology without building computers. You can't learn whether or not you're suitable for health care without exposing yourself to what it means to work in a hospital, to work with sick people, to be in that environment. So we immerse them in it.
We look at the ISIS students, I would say, for a couple of reasons. First of all, they have had some training in construction, so it's not like we're hiring somebody off the street with no experience. They've generally gone through safety training. They've been exposed to the construction environment. But probably more than that is the fact that the kids seem to have a sense of obligation to the school ISIS. They know that they have got to conduct themselves in a manner that ISIS would be proud. So I think the affiliation with ISIS makes them better people.
Staff here care about the kids' personal lives. Some of their lives are in upheaval, and their issues become our issues. So it's not just a matter of teaching them, it's a matter of giving them the emotional stability, the support that they need to succeed.
Just like that, ISUS is more of a family than any other regular traditional public school. You can feel the love and stuff that the teachers keep up with you. This was the only school I had teachers' phone numbers at their house. I knew where they lived and stuff. Usually the teachers don't want you to know that, but these teachers, if I needed anything after school, they were there for me.
I always thought, because I was given a second chance, that to whom much was given, much was expected.
She speaks to these kids like they're real people, and then they speak back, and sometimes the things they say are really quite moving. She oftentimes, when she see her someplace, she's got 2 or 3 of these kids in tow, and it's just an amazing thing, and it's working.
These young people should be able to make a living wage, and it should be in career areas that will have a high demand. So we will create a series of technical institutes, construction, manufacturing technology, public safety, transportation technology, those sorts of fields. And then other fields, healthcare, for example, hospitality and retail services, because those are career areas where, when you train young people, they have a good chance of getting jobs.
I saw this as an opportunity to do something that's much more exciting than recycling beer cans. When you recycle young folks and housing and that sort of thing, I think that's a better deal.
And maybe this is the most important thing, because this is why we do all of this, and that is to take young people who've messed up big time sometimes and can't figure out how to recover, and then give them a process that if they go through this, they get a chance. They get a chance at a whole new start. They get a chance at college. They get a chance at good paying jobs. They get a chance to be respected. They have a sense of hope.
I think the biggest difference for me is I know a lot more in construction, and I know a lot more about what I can do, because if you would have called me a couple years ago, I wouldn't have believed that I can build houses.
Getting in trouble is overrated. It's not worth it, you know what I'm saying? Like, because when you get older, it's going to hurt, because life's just going to smack you dead in the face and you ain't going to know what to do. You're going to be out here lost.
If you're getting in trouble, it ain't going to lead nowhere but death or prison. I about went to prison. If it wasn't for ISUS, I would have been there.
And what's your grades like now?
A's and B's.
And your attendance?
I've only missed 2 days out of last year. I've only missed 2 days since I was here.
And I'm trying to graduate so I can get that high school diploma so I can be somebody and get a good job.
You gotta take a chance somewhere, and I took a chance on ISIS and they came through for me.
My whole personality has changed. Like, well, building houses, it kind of made me more patient. I'm still a student, but one day this is gonna be a career. It's like stepping stones. I'm just keep on stepping.